Hello guys and welcome to Astrodesign. My name is Lily, and to those who don't know me, I'm astrologer, human design analyst, and I use gene key information, the system of gene key in my interpretations and consultations. In this video, I'm going to present you the upcoming new moon event that is going to occur on the 30th of May. Afternoon at about 9 degrees, the sign of Gemini. Some general information about the moon. It is a female planet that represents our emotional world, how we express emotions, and what is happening within us in these issues. In addition, the moon is our mind, the way of our perception, the reality, and how we interpret it. Emotions, as everybody knows, is a very powerful fuel for action. And that is why the moon is also what motivates us in life. It is also a planet that represents our mother in a map, and in a woman's chart, it represents her feminine side. In the map of all of us, moon indicates how stable we are emotionally and mentally. The periodicity of the moon is between 28 till 29 days each month. New moon in the same astrological house, meaning in the same area of your life, in the same issues of your life, happens only once a year. This is why it is a very important event, and it is the beginning for the upcoming months of the same issue, only once a year. In the video, I will describe the position of the moon using human design and gene keys. I will explain you what this energy is about, what is the low frequency of this energy and how to overcome it. Also, I do a general prediction based on the astrological map. And in this video, I even going to give you interpretation for each ascendant and the influence of this new moon upon you. So of course, as usual, it is only a general interpretation and it won't fit everyone individually. For that, we need to check lots of stuff in your basic map, your transit chart. It is complicated and the general predictions are not for everyone. If you would like to know how to prepare to this special month that is going to happen only once every year and even once in many, many years, feel free to contact me in WhatsApp to know the details about my services. From human design perspective, you can see that the new moon is going to occur at the 16th gate. This energy is all about diversity of talents that exist within every one of us and our ability to be different from others by finding out talent, practicing it until we become experts in it. What sets us apart from others is our uniqueness, our talents. Isn't that so? But in practice, many people try to be like everyone else. They do copycat stuff, not stand out because we're afraid to be rejected and because people usually just don't know their talents. This is not the only reasons, of course, but it is especially true for our young generations that wants to be famous, to achieve money very easily right now, and they are copycatting each other via TikTokush or Instagramush, whatever. You can clearly see that this phenomena, epidemic even I would say, is spreading through all of the younger generation. They don't show their real talent, but do copycat of others. Our initial attempt to stand out and do something unique happens, of course, in our childhood. So we intuitively play games that better suit our character and are drawn to something where we can find our talent. But parents who are unaware of their own talents or who have given up trying to develop it do not do it for their own children. Usually they push their children to the activities they think most suitable for them, or something they would like to do themselves and didn't have the chance when they were little. That can create the opposite effect. Eventually, it can manifest as indifference to the talent or a class that the parents are trying to develop in their own child. And afterwards, later in life, this child develops indifference to themselves, and of course, it reflects as indifference to others. The difference of indifference is enthusiasm and liveliness. There is something that is very characteristic in and very seen in little children. Ironically, it is also what contributes to adult people engaging in something with passion and expertise. When we are in a sense of enthusiasm to what we do not need willpower or perseverance to engage in it. Don't you think so? Now, I would like to quote something that has been written by Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel, as it has already been quoted in other sources as well. So Elie says that the opposite of love is not hatred, but indifference. The opposite of faith is not its lack, but indifference. The opposite of art and beauty is not ugliness, it's indifference. So indifference is the negative frequency, negative energy to this gene key, to this gate, to the 16th gate. The shadow of indifference is global. And even if a person does not have activation of this gene key in his map, its low frequency and ugly side is all over the place. A life of poverty in the vast majority of humanity compared to the few who thrive on their backs testifies to the power of this shadow and literally sucks the livelihood of all the world altogether. Because people are unwilling to defend their diversity, they reflect passivity, sit on the margins of life, and left behind. This pattern typically of all mankind is called blurring of responsibility. For example, it describes the behavior of people when they, in a public place, see someone in trouble and look away and pass responsibility upon others. Beyond the downside, this is the energy that has a lot of skills, but has a hard time expressing itself in the world because of its distance from other engines in the human design map, that is a genetic mapping of your own body and character. It makes people look for energy or a person or something that will leverage their skills. And when they do not find it quickly, they despair and become indifferent to their own talent. Another important reason for the universal indifference in the world is none other than money. People do not believe that through their own skills, they will succeed in surviving in the material world. People want to make easy money and a lot of it, and of course, at maximum speed. And it creates a lot of indifference. So the new moon opens before us a month of experiences with our own skills and our unique ability and expression in the world. The most unique talent here is the ability to be purposeful and diverse, which makes it possible to be in the service of all mankind, of which each of us is a significant part. It arises when one is truly engaged in what one loves and something that can contribute to the whole wide world and not only egoistically to the person itself. There is also a talent here to adapt any kind of talent to any situation in life. The question is, will you continue to be indifferent to yourself, to the world? Will you continue to chase money and stuff as they run away from you even further? Or will you start paying attention to what you have to offer to this world, to the diversity you can contribute? In the astrological chart from the positive pen, we have in this map harmonious minor aspect between the sun and the moon that creates the new moon, to the conjunction of Mars with Jupiter in the sign of Aries. It gives us mutual cooperation that needs to be worked on to achieve it. Yes, there is a lot of optimism here for new beginnings and a boost of energy and resources to realize this beginning. On the other hand, because it is energy of air and fire, it should be noted that your ideas and what the ego will want to achieve will be feasible and not just stay in the air, or worse, your passion will be blown away by restrictions from outside. Limitation and definitely the restrictions are in this map as well. Saturn, the planet of restrictions, creates only one aspect in this map, and this is a -1. It creates limitation, fears to the point of an anxiety in our head. His challenging aspect to Mercury can make us think we are limited because of certain laws or restriction or realities, karma. We are not successful enough. We will not be able to achieve anything without the help of others. This is the thought right now. In order to overcome these mental limitations, we must convince our head of positive sentences, of positive thoughts. And this is done only through perseverance, like Saturn planet likes and loves, and by repeating positive sentences every day before we go to sleep, in order for our mind, which is like muscle, to be trained and to think differently. Positive sentences should be the opposite, of course, of the negative ones that will come up in your mind during this time. Venus, the planet of love and material things, of course, money is one of them, is in her own favorite place in Taurus sign, but it makes only one aspect, and it is a challenging one to Pluto. So it can bring many power struggles due to economic issues between spouses, business, and of course, it can make inflation even worse and the rise of prices to the unrealistic, to the very unrealistic measures. Another thing here is any new relationship during this period will be based on materiality and beauty and not on true love or anything real. There is much more to detail on this map, but I want to shorten this video, and the rest you, of course, can know through personal consultations. I will now detail the impact of this new moon on each ascendant. So if the new moon happens in your first house, most likely you are a Gemini rising if your ascendant is between 0 to 8 degrees in the sign of Gemini. For you, this moon indicates new beginnings related to financial gain, your parents' property, or large financial expenses to improve yourself. Maybe you would like to improve body, your appearance, or some kind of personal development. New beginnings regarding self-fulfillment and leaving a positive impression on new people you will meet will occur as well. It is time to invest in improving your skills, to learn how to progress with them. You want to be independent, and this will probably be the best way for you now because the subject of study will be difficult and limiting for you. There may also be restrictions on your life as a result of education or your own beliefs and your own belief systems that you have in your mind from past or from education from your parents. And this is the lesson you will have to learn how to overcome. Otherwise, you will not be able to develop yourself. Moon in the second house. For you, this is a new beginnings in marketing and developing communication skills, and with their help, economic profit will come. This can be a good start to learning something related to manual skills or using your own hands, to sculpture or sewing and the like. Either way, this practice can help you overcome a difficult and limiting period in your career or on the part of the bosses or authority figures in your life. Your mind is running faster than your ability to process what is happening, and this can adversely affect your communication. Instead of communicating what you are going through, honestly, you may be spending too much money on something you will not need later on. It is time to start sorting out your bank account and get more calculated. New moon in the third house. New beginnings and ideas for self-realization through talents of marketing, sales, writing, and speech. Your immediate environment is very supportive of this period and can contribute to you starting a new occupation in which you will become experts. Although thoughts may pop up in your head that you will not get recognition for your skills, or that your wishes are useless, or that your ideas are worthless, you need to find a way to overcome it so that you do not miss another month that only takes place once a year. There may be a new initiative related to your home, or you may want to redesign your home. Note that the economic issue is tight right now, and it is not advisable to spend too much money on home or marketing. This will not necessarily lead to positive results. New moon in the fourth house. For you, a new beginning concerning fertility or a new job in the creative field or something new that will happen to one of your children. For some of you, this could be a new home purchase, but restrictions can be from the immediate environment and or your little siblings who will need honest and open communication to resolve these conflicts with them on an economic background. In addition, in every purchase, pay attention carefully to contracts and documents related to the matter. There can be limiting surprises. New moon in the fifth house. Even though you feel limitations on your personal development or physical health on the part of your mother or from household members with whom you live, it can still be a period of a fresh start in occupation or new job concerning your more creative or organizational sides. You may start working on a new creative project. It is necessary also to overcome the limitation of your emotional world. Put feelings of guilt and victimizations aside and take responsibility for your own happiness. Moon in the 6th house. For you, this could be a fresh start of a business-related partnership or a new work from home. You feel that everyone should appreciate your creativity and thus pay you for it. But if you do something just for appreciation or money, it will not work for you and you will feel financially limited because of it and frustrated, of course. Your thoughts may cause you limitation on the happiness and pleasures of life. It is important to realize and to release these issues of appreciation and money from your own occupation. Any new job you do for others can lead to frustration right now, but in order to overcome it, you must agree to jobs that fit your own skills and can contribute to others, and not just you or your money wishes. New moon in the 7th house. New beginnings concerning business, new customers, or even new love relationship. But we still have Mercury in regression period, so pay attention to communication and not just the appearance or promises of those new people who will come into your life in the upcoming months. There may be restrictions from your immediate environment and communication problems with them. This applies to neighbors, siblings, and also short-term travels that can lead to problems with the vehicle or other technologies. In order to overcome this at least a little, it will be necessary to learn to communicate properly without hiding what you really think and ensure understanding from the other side. Plus, something new can start for your own spouse in terms of investing money, changing jobs, or in the creative pen. Maybe you both will take a loan to invest in something. New moon in the 8th house. A lot has been happening in your life lately in the subject of relationships, important people in your life, your popularity, customers, and partners in general. These issues can be limited, or at least your communication can be restricted with others, so you will feel that there is a limit to your happiness. For you, the upcoming months will bring a chance for new beginnings related to research that can contribute to you developing your mystical skills or insights for healing traumas and something that happened in the field of relationship. There may be a sudden improvement in health issues that will help you recover from illness or physical trauma from before. There is also a chance of starting a new job relating to your investigative abilities regarding money of the companies that will employ you. But in order to improve relationship with members of the opposite sex, you must overcome negative beliefs about these relationships and love. Check with yourself, maybe something in you is the cause to attracting into your life unsuitable partnerships who are just taking advantage of you. New moon in the 9th house. For you, new beginnings in the field of higher education, courses of healing and spirituality. A trip abroad can be on the agenda with the partner, or during a trip, you will meet someone new. A breeze of new optimism and a belief in a higher power that contributes to your luck. You may want to start teaching even spirituality or some creative courses. It can be a chance for a new relationship and an increase in your own popularity. You may want to start a new business related to healing or channeling or something else spiritual. At the same time, there are now unexpected constraints on the part of your children or financial investments. A lack of inspiration and creativity that makes you get stuck in victimization thinking patterns. There can be a problem getting a loan from banks or a challenge with a property and money shared by you and your spouse. New moon in the 10th house. New beginnings in the career, new goals for realizing new wishes and ideas, a sudden financial gain related to your goals or career, reward from the bosses, or even promotion. It is important to overcome the limitations of thinking, your opinions, beliefs about luck and its so-called scarcity. Overcome crises and conflicts with colleagues or neighbors, and stick to a healthy lifestyle. It is important to have a routine. With the help of your skills in organization, writing, communication, you will be able to start a new employment direction and maybe even find new job. At all your beginnings, you should pay attention to contracts and agreements, all the paperwork, that everything that is said will be recorded on this paper, because if you do not pay attention to it now, it will limit you in the future. New moon in 11th house. New beginnings concerning public recognition, realization of ideas, spiritual business, or business related to foreign countries. You may be selling a property abroad. Some of you have a chance to join new groups or voluntary organizations. You have the ability to manage large groups, and you may want to start engaging in it. It is important to overcome limitations on the part of your spouse or business partners in order to succeed in realizing business goals. Maybe your partnership is not working properly and you should release it. You may not want to take enough responsibilities in your relationships, and there are communication issues that need to be worked on so that you can realize your skills and diversity in the technological or spiritual field. New moon in the 12th house. You have great writing and imagination skills that you can begin to realize in order to overcome limitations in matters of control and in the issues regarding your and your spouse's joint money and assets. In addition, for you, this can be more of a period of relaxation, rest, travel abroad for vacation, or even moving to other country. Your social circle does not necessarily contribute now, and you do not get appreciation for your ideas. But most importantly, you should believe in yourself and not let others suppress what your mind desires in the employment pen. In order to figure out for yourself what to focus on, it is best to put out all your ideas in writing and compare the cost-benefit to each of them. This is the end, guys. I hope you like it. Please join my channel as subscribers to more interesting videos like that. And don't forget to put a thumbs up as a recognition for my work. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye-bye.